Hey guys, I'm Evan. Welcome to Country View Solar. So we are continuing on our FridgePower test. We've got our solar panels out here, refrigerators over there. We are just at 43 hours into the test. Just went through its second night. And last night it was rainy. It was cloudy yesterday evening. It looks like it's going to be cloudy again today. So this is going to be a good test. It's going to be in more adverse conditions to be able to keep this fridge powered up. So we'll go ahead and check the state of charge this morning. And 82%. That's about the same as yesterday. It was 83%. Basically same time in the morning. It's 6:45 in the morning right now. And it's starting to rain again. But this is going to be a good test. It's going to be overcast, rainy, and hopefully we'll still be able to charge back up the fridge power with the solar panels and be able to continue going. If not, we'll just see how long we can actually power the fridge in this configuration. So it's 1:30 in the afternoon now, and if we look at the sky, you can see it's still completely overcast. A little bit of blue sky right there. There's been a couple breaks in the clouds where it's got a little bit brighter outside. Those little short periods may have helped us charge. This was very slowly charging. It was charging. And it took a while, but it is now 100%. It's actually 100% about 12:30, noon, somewhere in there. But it's fully charged, just ready to go another day. And tomorrow's going to be even worse. It's supposed to have more rain during the day, so I'm going to assume that means it's going to even be darker and more cloudy tomorrow. So it looks like the test is going to continue on another day, and we'll check in tomorrow and see how it's doing. Well, it's the next day, 9:47 in the morning. And we've got the solar panels out, but this is a break in the weather. It's been raining this morning. You can see totally overcast skies, probably darker than it was yesterday. We're supposed to get like 1.5 inches of rain today, so this is going to be a real test. It should be a pretty dark, dreary day today. See where the fridge power is. It's at 77%, 35 watts of solar coming in. On a rainy day like today, I think it's going to have a hard time maintaining its charge. It may be using the battery during the day instead of being like 82%, has it been the last couple days, it's 77% right now. So it is draining the battery a little bit. So we'll see if it can last through the day and still last through another night. Now the fridge power, the highest I saw it get yesterday was 80%, so it was able to maintain charge 66% today. And I had somebody tell me this isn't a real fridge, that it's not actually working. And there you go, 38 degrees. It is nice and cold on the inside. So yesterday was more rainy and more cloudy than the day before. There was no sunshine whatsoever, no little pieces of blue sky sticking out. It was cloudy all day, and it survived the night. It's still got 66% state of charge, so I don't remember if the sun's going to come out today. I think it is. So it looks like we're going to have some scattered thunderstorms today, maybe a little bit of sun in between those, so it may charge back up today. We'll wait and see. Well, we just had a complete downpour for the last 2 hours, and try to get the rain gauge over here. It's standing water, but get the rain gauge. So it's now like 4.4 inches of water there. I didn't empty it out this morning, so that was 0.8. So that means we just got like 3.6 inches of rain. That is crazy. And then of course we got almost 4.5 in the last 24 hours. That is crazy amount. But it's funny because as soon as it stopped thundering, and it's still thundering, but it kind of got brighter outside. I don't see any rainbows, but we might have enough sun to be able to charge this back up. Yeah, these last couple days it's been pretty cloudy and very rainy, and the fridge is still powered up. Look at that, still maintaining charge right at 81% today. Well, actually that was down to what, 60-some% this morning, so it's charged back up. Hasn't got up to 100%. But we're still going. I think people don't believe me that it's running. 38 degrees. It's cold on the inside, so
I was really hoping we get back up to 100% and like we basically be starting all over, but it's not quite fully charged yet today. But we know that it will last overnight on that charge. So I guess we'll revisit this again tomorrow and we'll see how it does. And I guess this is what 3.6 inches of water looks like. My whole driveway is completely covered all the way over to the concrete. It's just standing water everywhere around here. Well, it's almost 11:30 now, and the clouds are finally starting to break up. It's been overcast all morning, starting to get a little bit of blue sky, starting to get a little bit of sun, so it's starting to charge up. Looks like it's at 78% and charging, 233 watts coming in right now. So hopefully we get enough sun this afternoon, we'll charge that back up to 100%. And it's been pretty bad weather for solar power the last few days. It has, with all the overcast skies and all the rain that we've got, even my residential system got pretty low on power. So in here's my residential system, and the battery's like, I think it's like 32%, something like that right now. It got down to 26%, which may be the lowest the batteries have got. At 20%, it'll switch back to the grid. So we got really close to not quite making it through all this bad weather, even on my residential system. But that residential system, I've gone about 3.5 months now, completely off grid on it. And it was really close to not making it over these last few days. And this thing made it through so far above 50%, above 60% the whole time. So it performed really well in bad weather. It's really kind of surprised me how well this has worked in all this cloudy, rainy weather. Well, it's 7 in the evening now, and you can see the solar panels are now in the shade, but the system did get fully charged today. Right now it's at 99%, and we're basically starting all over. So, well, fast forward several days. It is now July 6th. I've just been turning the solar panels twice a day, once toward morning, you know, and then about 1 in the afternoon I turn it to the west. And everything's been going fine until today. It's actually, we've had some sunny weather. It did rain on the 4th of July. It's been cloudy the last couple days, but I made a mistake. So somehow we didn't get the door shut all the way, and this door was cracked. And it is like, I don't know if you can see it, this is like dripping wet. Everything is just coated. It is just coated in water in here. I guess that's on the bottom side. It is just coated. So with the door not being shut all the way, the refrigerator ran and ran and ran. It, of course, it's charging back up, or it's trying to, and it's down to 12%. So I don't think anything in the fridge went bad, but it definitely drained the battery on the FridgePower, and that was my fault, 100% my fault. Because I started we had used all the milk out of here, and I started storing Coke, and then sometimes when I was out here cooking on the grill, I would keep things in here while I was cooking, and obviously I didn't get it shut. And it's 12:23 right now, and I guess the test will be now to see how far this actually gets charged today. Hopefully the sun stays out. It is actually got a lot of clouds in the sky. I don't know if you can tell, but there's several clouds, but it was completely overcast a couple hours ago. So we've been using the FridgePower to power this up for 13 days now, 13 days in an hour. And I think sometime yesterday, we didn't get the door shut. And I still think that's pretty good. I mean, 13 days of running the fridge until human error. I think that proves that this thing works pretty good with the 350 watt solar panel. It does an excellent job. I wish I would have got the door shut and we could have gone longer with this test. But now I'll just let it sit on the solar panel for the next day or so and wait till it gets fully charged. We'll see how long it takes. So it's the next day now, and the sun is already down, and the system did get fully charged up today. Yesterday it got up to 50%. I think it was around 33% this morning, but it was able to fully charge up the FridgePower. And we'll just look at it just to see what it is right now. You can see it's 97%. It's almost 8 o'clock in the evening. The sun's been down for a few minutes. And you can see that the fridge is still all nice and cold. A lot of the condensation seemed to, it's not as wet in here, it seemed to have somehow dried up. I guess I've got in and out of it a few times. But I had to go back and think how I left this door open. And I was out here working in the garage. I came out here, got a Coke out of the fridge, probably like 2, 3 in the afternoon. So I think the door was cracked on this for about 20 hours. And then that's what drained the battery. It went from basically being 100% to this thing running for 20 hours straight probably. And it pretty much drained the battery, got it super low. But overall, it's been like 14 days. I kind of screwed up the test. It's actually been 14 days and about 8 hours right now. But I think that proves that the Bluetti, the FridgePower, I think this thing actually works really well. I mean, for 2 weeks straight, keeping a fridge running just on a solar panel through all different weather conditions, cloudy days, sunny days. We had a stretch, you know, in there of like probably 3 days, you know, of cloudy, rainy weather. So overall, I think this is really done well. Way better than I would have expected a power station to do. But I think that's going to wrap up this test on this. I think that 2 weeks, that's a pretty good test. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.